Hi fans and welcome to Fighting Saints Weekly. As we take a look back, it was another weekend sweep for Dubuque, now winners of 9 of the last 10 games. Pretty incredible stuff here for Dubuque, and going from what was 5th, 6th in the Eastern Conference to just 4 points back of Chicago for that coveted first spot in the Eastern Conference. If you saw it coming, kudos to you, because it's been an incredible run that the Saints have been on over the past month and a half. Jordan Coons with you. Thanks all for tuning in here as we, again, can take a look back at what was 2 very successful games against a very successful opponent in the Green Bay Gamblers. One the Saints know very, very well. You can take a look back at how this was done. 6-2 winners on Friday, and then utter domination here for Teddy Bear Toss Night. Not to mention some of the guys that made it happen. You can hear from them right here. While the Saints won't be home this weekend, they still do have 2 games on the way this weekend, 2 in the Western Conference. There'll be a bit of a Western Conference swing here for a little bit. Friday, the Saints will be going to Lincoln to take on the Stars. And one thing about the Stars is that it's been a bit of a shaky start to the season for them. They are over the 500 mark, I suppose, traditionally by 1 win with their 10th win of the season. They've won 2 in a row. They're about 500 in the past couple of games. They're a team that's looking for identity after losing several key contributors, and they won't get much help because a couple of their players, including Ethan Frank, who's a returner from last season, is going to be representing the United States at the World Junior A Challenge. That's going to be something that goes across the entire league. That'll actually hurt the Saints in a way that Zach Solo will not be available this weekend and for a couple weeks as well, because he'll be representing Team USA as well. So Lincoln's a team at the Icebox. It's a tough place to play. It's an old-style barn, so I'm curious to see how this team will do for sure against a team they didn't do well against last year, lost 2 decisions, 4-1 and 5-2. They lost the 5-2 decision at the Icebox last season. So it's a Lincoln team the Saints didn't have much success against. Can they turn it around this year? We'll have to see. As for Waterloo, they sit 2nd in the Western Conference. They've just been chugging along ever since the weekend sweep Waterloo had against the Saints about a month ago at this point. Not much has changed for them. All contributors continue to do what they do. Robbie Baydoun continues to be a standout in net for Waterloo. And you look up front, Nick Swaney, they'll be without because, again, World Junior A Challenge. He's a 30-goal scorer that will be out of the lineup. So I guess you can credit this advantage to the Fighting Saints here this weekend, as they have 1 key contributor out of the lineup here for this upcoming week, and not to mention everyone else across the league dealing with 2, maybe even 3. So this might be a chance for the Fighting Saints to pick up those 2 wins, and with some help, could get closer to that first spot in the Eastern Conference, which is currently held by Chicago. We'll have all the action for you on Super Hits 106. Mark your calendars, by the way, for the 16th and 17th. Saint for Life night with a special alternate sweater on the Friday at 7:35. And then Saturday is our tote bag giveaway for the first 1,500 fans. That's a little well in advance, but just want to make sure you're aware of that. 563-583-6880 or online to BuqueFightingSaints.com. Also, you can take a look at this where we and you, all of you, earned your Halos 1,500 plus teddy bears, stuffed animals, whatever you want to say, that were donated to Toys for Tots. And we thank you so much for that, because we had such a great turnout, not only in the crowd, the game, but also the donation side of things. So you all earned your Halos, and you should be proud of yourselves. It was a great turnout on this past Saturday night. Jordan Coons signing out. We'll talk to you on Super Hits 106. All the action for you from the Icebox on Friday and then Young Arena on Saturday night. Goodbye, everyone. We'll talk to you next time.